Let me ask you something uncomfortable. And don't worry, it's supposed to hurt. Why are you still waiting for someone to come rescue you? Why do you still believe your life will magically get better? While you're sitting there, sinking deeper into the quicksand of poor me? Here's a harsher question. Do you ever catch yourself enjoying your own misery? Yeah, I said it, because someone had to. Look, you're not broken. You're not weak. You're just stuck in a mindset that pretends to protect you, but actually destroys everything you touch. Today, we're going to break that. Not with soft motivational fluff, not with "you're perfect as you are." No, you click this video because you want the truth, not a lullaby. This is the video you watch when you're tired of being tired, when you're ready to stop playing victim, when you're done wasting another year defending your own limitations. Today, we're going to talk about 5 things. Why self-pity feels good, why it ruins your life quietly, the psychology behind staying stuck, how to destroy the habit of self-pity permanently, and how to rebuild your identity without turning into a cold robot. If you stay till the end, you'll leave this video with something dangerous. Self-respect. Let's begin. Here's the truth nobody likes to hear. Self-pity is addictive. And you're not addicted because you're weak. You're addicted because it feels good. Yeah, you heard me. Feeling sorry for yourself feels like, I don't need to try today. I can't help it. Everyone should understand me. I deserve special treatment. It's not my fault. Self-pity makes you feel safe. It gives you an identity. It gives you an excuse, and excuses are warm, comforting, soft. Like a rotten blanket you refuse to throw away. But here's the catch. Self-pity is a liar. It tricks you into believing you're powerless so you never have to face the pain of trying again. Psychology calls this learned helplessness. I call it I gave up, but in a poetic way. Let's be brutally honest. Self-pity is attractive because it removes responsibility. It lets you stay the same while pretending the world is unfair. But let me ask you something. Has your life ever improved because you blamed someone else for it? Did things magically get better after you cried about how unfair everything is? Didn't think so. And here's the punchline. The more you feel sorry for yourself, the smaller your life gets. Fewer risks, fewer chances, fewer opportunities, fewer dreams. Self-pity is a slow suicide, not of the body, but of ambition, potential, and self-respect. But before we fix it, we need to understand the real reason it has such a firm grip on you. Let me explain something uncomfortable. Most people don't stay stuck because they're failing. They stay stuck because success terrifies them. Self-pity allows you to stay small, safe, hidden, unchallenged. If you feel sorry for yourself, you never have to. Grow, change, confront your limits, take responsibility, or risk being wrong. Self-pity is psychological armor. The problem? It protects you from growth more than it protects you from pain. Another reason you stay stuck. You don't actually want solutions. You want validation. And yes, that's harsh. But look at your behavior. You tell someone your problem. They give you advice. You ignore it and repeat the problem. Classic self-pity loop. Because advice requires effort, validation requires nothing. There's also a third reason. You learned self-pity from someone. Maybe your parents used it. Maybe you grew up around constant complaining. Maybe being the victim was the only way people noticed you. Maybe life hit you early and nobody taught you how to stand up. Here's what people don't understand. Self-pity isn't always a weakness. Sometimes it's the only survival tool you had. But now it's killing the adult you're trying to become. Self-pity is not a personality trait. It's a habit. And habits can be unlearned, but not by pep talks. You need a psychological breakup with your victim identity. That's exactly what we do next. Let's be real. You can't fix self-pity with positive vibes. You fix it by breaking up with the version of yourself that keeps you trapped. That version of you waits instead of acts, complains instead of learns, blames instead of adjusts, avoids instead of confronts, hopes instead of builds. Here's the exercise that will change your life. Write a letter to your victim self. Yes, a breakup letter. Tell that version of you how much it has cost you, how much time you've wasted, how many opportunities you've missed, how many relationships you ruined with negativity, how many goals you abandoned. Be honest, be brutal. Write everything you're tired of. Then, write a letter from your future self responding. That version of you is stronger, calmer, wiser, more capable, more respected, more honest. Let that future version tell you what needs to end today. Why this works: you separate yourself from the mindset that controls you. You create psychological distance. Distance creates clarity. Another technique, and this one is even more brutal. Every morning, ask yourself one question. Is this behavior making my life better or worse? Not, do I feel good? Not, is this fair? Not, do people understand me? Just better or worse. Every habit has an answer. Every action has a direction. And self-pity, without exception, always points downward. When you start seeing your choices in black and white, self-pity becomes impossible to justify. Now that we've broken the identity, let's rebuild your reality. Let me tell you something powerful, and yes, a little offensive. You don't need motivation. You need discipline and better environments. Self-pity thrives in the wrong environment. If your life is filled with chaos, unstructured days, unhealthy people, clutter, no purpose, no movement, no goals, self-pity spreads like mold. So here's how we kill it. 1. You need structure. Wake-up time. Non-negotiable routines. Daily tasks. Movement, simple goals. Structure kills self-pity because it forces action. 2. You need friction. Put yourself in situations where you must act. Commit to something public. Sign up for something uncomfortable. Build stakes. Hold yourself accountable. Comfort feeds self-pity. Friction starves it. 3. You need movement. Self-pity hates motion. Walk. Lift. Stretch. Move your body like someone who wants to live. 4. You need people who don't baby you. You don't need cheerleaders. You need people who tell you the truth even when you hate them for it. 5. You need small wins. Small wins create momentum. Momentum destroys self-pity. It's physics, emotional physics. When your brain starts seeing progress, self-pity becomes irrelevant. Now let's talk strategy, the final elimination. This is where most videos stop, but not this one. Here are the tools that kill self-pity at the root. Tool number 1, the outsider technique. Pretend you're watching yourself like a stranger. Would you respect that person? Would you follow them? Would you date them? Hire them? If the answer is no, change something today, not tomorrow, not next month. Today. Tool number 2, contribution over complaining. Do something for someone else. Help, teach, volunteer, give. Self-pity cannot survive when you become valuable to others. Tool number 3, radical accountability. You don't need to blame yourself for everything, but you must take responsibility for something. Every day, ask, what's one thing I can control today? Control builds confidence. Confidence kills self-pity. Tool number 4, the 48-hour rule. You can feel bad. You can cry. You can collapse. You can shut down, but not for more than 48 hours. After that, you act. No exceptions. Tool number 5, gratitude in a non-cringe way. Don't write poetic lists. Write the raw truth. I didn't sleep on the street today. I have food. I have a phone. I am alive. Gratitude doesn't make you delusional. It makes you grounded. When you practice it properly, self-pity becomes embarrassing. Let me tell you something important. Self-pity is not who you are. It's who you learn to be. But now you know better. And when you know better, staying the same becomes a choice. You are not fragile. You are not weak. You are not hopeless. You are simply untrained. And this video was your training. The moment you stop feeling sorry for yourself, your life stops shrinking and starts expanding. Your world gets bigger. Your confidence grows. Your energy rises. Your respect returns. People change how they talk to you. Opportunities find you. You become someone worth following, even by your own standards. So let me end with just one question. Are you done being the victim? Or are you ready to become the person your life needs? The choice is yours. And it starts today.